Anyways, I'm going to continue my piece on the ASMAX. And it's pretty simple installation. What I did like about this, so if you guys can see here, and all you have to do on the backside here is click this, and it kind of just slides. It's magnetic. Let me drop that in there, see how easy that was, and then it just kind of slides right on out. But again, in there, what I do like about this as well is that the cables go right underneath there. There's a gap. I don't know if you guys can tell here or not, but there's a little bit of a gap between the metal piece that slides on there, and then you can put your wires there. Now I chose to go with the, if you guys can see that, the smaller microphone versus this big one here, and it comes with adhesive tape and all the 3M tape and stuff like that, so you can put your mic right up there and test it out. So pretty simple stuff. Charge it up, locks right in there, and that's kind of how it looks on the side. So I'll compare that, and let me grab one of my helmets. This is my Arai, and you can see it's very similar in setup as both of these. Now, what I will say, what I did like that's different from these is the wiring. You have to kind of, on the Cardo, again, has to go through there. What I did like is it's kind of tighty and it folds. Sorry about that. Kind of fold, I kind of like the tidiness of the ASMAX because there's a gap there to put the wires, and it just runs right along the baseline here on your helmet. So again, I just put this in here. So, but again, pretty much the same setup. You do all your connections there. Here's what they are compared side to side. Hopefully you guys can see that. So that's the Cardo. This is the new ASMAX. A little slimmer with the ASMAX versus the Cardo. You guys can see that. And they're both roughly around, maybe the ASMAX just a little bit longer than here, but both, very similar in process. I will say that as we get into this, this is how you kind of scroll these back and forth for for the volume on a Cardo, at least on this unit you do. Here, these are the up and down buttons. So, but you guys can see this. So again, you can answer all these. Let me turn this upside. Do I get that right? Yeah, here. Let me turn this upside down here. But yeah, you can just say, high max, volume up, volume down, all these different things that you can just say high max. They spell it out here for you on quick operations and what you guys can do. But again, it looks like I can connect this to other communication devices. So that's going to be kind of neat if you can do that. I think that would be pretty fantastic. So pretty easy to put on. Not that difficult. So again, ASMAX, this is a Cardo unit. I'm going to put this one back. So that snaps on, whereas the ASMAX is magnetic, and it just kind of clicks right on, and then you bend that down, slide it back, and it pops right on. But you can hear and boom, it just magnetically pops on. I do believe that the new Cardos are magnetic. I don't have one, so again, I've got Cardo Blacks, and so far the speakers, and again, I'm going to take this out for a test ride and give you guys a little sample. So far the speakers are so far better than what I got with my Cardo Black, and my Cardo Black came with the JBLs, which were supposed to be better. So again, I'm going to take this out, take it for a spin. We'll come back, get some more details. All right, thanks everybody. See you in a little bit.
I'm riding around with the ASMAX, and I have to say, I've taken a phone call on the highway. I've taken a phone call riding around. You guys can see me here. Hold on. All right, you guys can see me now, so thumbs up here. Yeah, so I have ridden on the highway. I've ridden on these by roads, been on the phone, and I have to say, the ASMAX is actually pretty nice. The speakers are I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm going to go back and check the brand or whatever, but the speakers compared to my JBLs that are in my Cardo pack, my Cardo Black, These speakers are fantastic. When I was talking on the phone on the highway, the folks were saying that they could barely hear any noise or any of that stuff. Now on my Cardo, I get some feedback on that. So again, I'm pretty, pretty surprised or pleasantly surprised by ASMAX, and it does work when you say, just like when you say a "Hey Siri" type of thing. When you say "Hey Max," it'll respond. Yeah, see, it's okay. Just play music, and see it will even. When I said that, it changed my playlist to another playlist that it suggested from my Apple playlist. So I thought that was pretty wild. One thing is that, and I'll show this in the video, but a couple of things that I think is just a little bit, the volume up and down. So the volume up, obviously you saw that where it was the up and down stuff. Just finding that with your glove on at first is a little bit cumbersome, just because it's real smooth and the contour between the four areas where you press on here, you have to kind of find the right thing, but it does work. So it's not like it doesn't work, it's just finding it with your glove on to engage for the volume. Down. Up is easy just because it's on the top side, so you can figure that out, but on the bottom I have a tendency to my finger be towards the front, which means I'm changing tracks that I'm listening to. So yeah, no, cool. I'm pretty impressed. The big thing that I'm going to be interested in is understanding if it's going to if I'm going to be able to mesh with other units. And that will be the test of everything, is that can I take the ASMAX and put it in and connect it to a Cardo or a Senna, and just to see if that works or not. Because if that's a game changer for all of us in this communications world. So who knows? So far, let's do this. So far, 2 thumbs up. So definitely give that to ASMAX. Pretty impressed, and I'll give you guys more of an update probably in the third one coming up once I figure out the mesh stuff. So we'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, so what's my report on this whole thing? So I will have to say that I have to give it 2 thumbs up. I was pretty impressed. So a couple of things that I thought was unique is, like, when you turn it on, it says max to tell you the battery strength at 100%. And I think I rode for probably 45 minutes to an hour with this thing on, talking on it, listening to music, all that stuff. And I have to say that at the end of the day, when I turned it off, it said max at 100%. So even after an hour, it didn't lose any charge. So I thought that was pretty cool. It was clear as a bell to folks that were listening to me. So I was on the highway, I was on normal roads, and I would say that everybody that I talked to barely could hear any outside noise. So that was pretty cool. So yeah, I would tell you that ASMAX, you guys might want to take a look at it. A little bit cheaper than Cardo and Senna. This one is $280 on Amazon. I'll leave links and everything in descriptions below, but so far pretty impressed. Again, I still got more to come. I want to ride with it for a full day. I also want to try the comms and try to connect the comms to somebody else and see if that works. And if those things really work, then I think, it might be a pretty good deal. So again, app works well. Download any firmware updates, you can do that. Anyway, so more to come. We'll talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye.